Hey folks, Kilt-Man here, Kilt-Man at your services. How are you all? I hope you're all doing very, very well. Welcome to another watch-along party, or watch party, or commentary, however you want to phrase the whole damn thing. This is for Cobra from 1986, Stallone as Uber cop Marion Cobretti. Cobretti's got his own system. Now, I've reviewed this movie extensively, only recently. If you haven't seen that, I'll put the link to that big, comprehensive review. So, I'll just introduce the movie now. Directed by George Pancosmatos, starring Stallone, Rennie Santoni, and Stallone's then wife, Bridget Nielsen, the great Andy Robinson, Scorpio from Dirty Harry, and Brian Thompson, the man with the chin like Desperate Dan. Oh my God. It is loosely based on Paula Gosling's novel Fair Play, which had a cop and a girl who's the target of a sniper, a deranged sniper, who have to go on the run together and obviously form an attachment towards one another. The film was cut down immensely. It was massively violent. It ran for way over 2 hours long. It's barely even 89 minutes at the moment, I think, on the theatrical cut that we're about to watch. And Warner Brothers cut it down because the violence was excessive. And then because they realised Top Gun had come out and we've got to try to compete with Top Gun and get bums on seats and make some moolah. So Stallone and Warner's then cut the film even further to make it another showing available throughout the day. So the film that we get now is really, it's just the bare bones of what the film should be. But I did discuss all this previously, so I really don't want to do all the sort of background nitty gritty stuff. Let's just watch the movie and have a laugh, because although I love this movie, and I do, oh my God, it's a bad film. Don't deny it. It's so silly, so stupid, so OTT. Ironically, the full version would actually make it a better film, not just because of the violence in it, but it would flow better and there's more depth and characterization. A lot of it makes more sense. The way it's chopped and sliced up here, it's uneven, it's all over the show, and it just comes across as the big Stallone, I'm the greatest sort of highlights edition, because when he cut the rest of the film down, Stallone made sure that his scenes remained intact, but everyone else went by the wayside. And even though ostensibly it's directed by George Pancosmatos, who had directed Stallone previously in Rambo First Blood Part 2, it's Stallone's hand that is all over this movie. Very definitely. He was the mover and the shaker throughout this. Anyway, if you hear some snoring, that's not me. You couldn't sleep during this movie. However, the small wee husky dog sitting beside me here is snoozing at the moment. So you might hear some Siberian snuffles and snorts going on. Anyway, folks, for reference purposes, I am playing the American Blu-ray edition of Cobra, and we're on the menu screen right now. When I do the countdown from 3 to, three, I forgot what came next. 3, 2, 1, then press play. So let's rehearse that. 3, 2, 1, play. Okay? So then we should be in sync, hopefully, whatever version you're watching. Now, another bit of proviso. This is bound to get blocked. We know this. We know the saga now, especially with Warner. They will probably, if any snippet of the soundtrack's heard, they'll block it. And then I'll go on and say, hang on, it's a commentary track. It's for entertainment purposes and education purposes. Education. And it's no substitute for anyone buying the movie or buying the soundtrack. And then they go, oh, okay, sorry about that. And then release it. So we kind of know that going into this. So anyway, folks, if you've got a drink, get it. Cheers, y'all. And for reference purposes, I'm drinking Amstel because I've got no fucking whiskey. Damn it. Anyway, folks, here we go. Right. 3, 2, 1, play. And the dog snorted. Right, here's that wibbly wobbly Warner's logo. Yeah. Warner Brothers. Big blood red letters. Now, Stallone was at the zeitgeist of his popularity at this time. Now, he's never been unpopular, never. No, he's one of the greatest movie stars there is. But in this decade, the 80s, and this is just past, this 1986, this, he had done, obviously, here's his big ominous voiceover, all the statistics of the crime rate in America. And there's his Colt gold cut match 9mm automatic. This is clearly derived from the first Dirty Harry sequel, Magnum Force, where Dirty Harry Callahan tells you about the Magnum 44 and then turns it around and shoots at you. Cobra basically just said that the entire crime rate in America is down to us, and then turned around and shot us. Cheers for that, mate. But he was at the height of his popularity. He had, obviously, Rocky 3, then First Blood, then Rocky 4, the double whammy of Rocky 4 and Rambo First Blood Part 2. He was huge, and it went to his head, and he was a massively arrogant swine during the making of this movie. Now, of course, there you've got this is the new world, the cult led by the Night Slasher, played by Brian Thompson. What's this? What's this hokiness here? Let's just clack our axes and knives together. Businessmen, there's cops there, there's all sorts, meaning that the members of his cult are from every walk of life. And they like to hang out in old disused warehouses. But this guy here, riding up, he's one of them. And he's going to go and hold to ransom a supermarket. Why? No one knows. See, the Death's Head, that's their logo. He's got it tattooed. I suppose they've all got it tattooed somewhere. This fishbowl sort of lens effect. It's very dated, that, isn't it? Look at that. It's very, very 80s. Very MTV. Ah, sunrise. What you don't really get the feel of is that it's Christmas time. This is set at Christmas. Now, a lot of Christmas movies that people go, oh, I didn't realise it was a Christmas movie. The likes of Gremlins, which is obviously Christmas. The likes of Die Hard, obviously Christmas. Lethal Weapon, very obviously Christmas. But this, you know, it is Christmas time. You do see Christmas trees. There is a guy dressed as Santa, and it said Season's Greetings there. But you really don't get the impression that, you know, it's goodwill to all men. So here he is. I think his name's Marco Rodriguez. And he's a nasty piece of work. And your boots are dead scruffy. Your Vietnam jungle boots. Got scruffy kecks on, with a woolly hat on. Got your shades. A lot of shades in this movie. Mainly worn by Stallone, of course. The dog snoring there. Look, he just knows up to no good, don't you? And he's got villainous bad skin. Look at that, you nasty bastard. And Mr. Bowtie here, with his porn star tash. Excuse me. Hey, Bill. Uh-oh. Goodbye. Now, he does kill people in this sequence. And as I say, the film is cut down. So you're getting really only a hint of the savagery. Run! Oh look, there was a stuffed elephant there. A little blue jumbo. SWAT team. Love these birds, don't they? Yeah. Get your baseball caps on, back to front. Come on. Don't obscure your vision. Sadly, it's all too common an occurrence, this, isn't it? I know, I can't even really make fun of this because it happens too often. It's a genuine sort of facet of daily life in America. Nobody wants to hear you except the guy we're calling in who looks a lot like Rocky Balboa. You can't even tie your boots properly, mate. What are you playing at? Love that jacket though. It's like a naval trench coat. Ooh. He actually looks like C. Thomas Howell there, doesn't he? The way that Howell looked in The Hitcher. Oh, I just noticed that. Nah, can't trust him. There's Andy Robinson playing Detective Monty. And the other guy is Art LaFleur, who does not look like Al Bundy. Call the Cobra. What? Call the Cobra. So you've got an entire SWAT team there, but you know you can't deal with it. Call the Cobra. He's the only man that can get this job done. See, he has killed him. I mean, I guess, yeah, there's snowmen there, and he just got shot into a Christmas tree. So yeah, it's Christmas time. And here's Santa! Santa Stallone. His real life card as well. 1950 Mercury. Awesome 50. Now, I will skip this a lot, but I do love this look. How bad is it? There's Rennie Santoni. He was his buddy in this. Rennie Santoni was the partner of Dirty Harry in the original Dirty Harry. This film often gets accused of being a rip-off of Dirty Harry, which it only loosely is, you know. He's playing a similar sort of ultra right-wing, shoot first, ask questions, well, don't bother asking questions, just shoot and shoot again, sort of cop. Takes no prisoners. Very maverick, anti-authoritarian. Politically incorrect, but also doing the right thing. And he's always chewing that matchstick. But beyond that, it doesn't have any sort of... it's not copycat of Dirty Harry or any of the Dirty Harry movies, for that matter. Apart from the intro where he shoots the gun at us. See, a lot of his sinister qualities are sort of dispelled there, where he's arguing with his hostages. I got you. The snoozy husky. I'll kill you, man! The way of the new world. So has he been sanctioned to do this? Is this actually a mission that the Night Slasher has, ordered him to do? Is it? Doesn't make any sense. Me and Stallone both took a swig out of our beer cans. Oh, you fell for that. You chuck a can somewhere and the killer will instantly turn around and shoot at it. Try to look at what your target is first. Wait, oh look, disabled guy there as well. Yeah. And there's kids. They're not half milking it for there should be a pregnant woman as well who's about to give birth. And Cobra should be delivering the baby at the same time as mowing the bad guy down. Hey, dirtbag. You're a lousy shot. Oh, would you prefer him to be a better shot? I don't like lousy shots. I like it better when you put a bullet right between my legs. Hey. So what is it you want then? Go ahead. I don't shop here. I just realised I probably get blocked because the algorithm picks up me doing the voice. What is the point? And you're gonna get this repeated argument to Cobra by his superiors. He insists there's an army out there, not just one man, not just a night slasher. But they keep saying, "How do you know that?" Well, A, because they've got a witness who says there is. There's numerous occasions where more than one person is involved in the attacks. And you've got this guy saying, "I want TV cameras and a part of the new world." Oh, bang, bang. Over you go. Gotcha. Don't put your gun down the front of your jeans. You could blow your pecker off. Not a good idea. What's up with you? The husky has now roused herself. What is all the gunfire and screaming and shouting? It woke you up. You should be used to that in this house. It's the alarming necessity for wearing sunglasses, even when it's not exactly sunny. And he wore them indoors as well, because it's cool, you know? Oh, the husky's got off. Remy Santoni. He's Tony Gonzalez. This whole thing about, what about his rights? The criminals have rights too. Do they fuck? Doesn't concern you. It does, because I'm a copper, you dickhead. Yeah, I love that. I love reporters and journalists getting their ass handed to them on a plate. You don't see it often enough, to be honest. A lot of them have integrity, but most of them don't. Look at it. His altercations with these, he's Hispanic hoodlums or wannabe hoodlums. You see now, you've got to be careful. They know your car. They could easily trash the shite out of your car when your back's turned. Look at these losers. What? In English? Like, he's actually got a ciggy in his gob, and he's got a matchstick in his gob. If they kissed, they'd go up in flames. Yeah, whatever. Come on, you cheap Chicano bullshitter. Look at it, his mates are actually laughing at him as well. I mean, yeah, it's a nice location, but I wouldn't fancy living there, mate. Not with those toss rags hanging around outside. Trying to make a living. It's got a big telescope there as well. But it's not pointing at the sky, is it? He's been eyeballing babes on the beach. Have you just noticed that? Oh, is this the infamous, I cut my pizza up with a pair of scissors? So he's got his high-tech, intelligence gathering equipment there. what is it, a Nintendo 64 or something. Really? Really? Really, mate? And you're at home, take your gloves off, take your glasses off. Oh dear God. Oh, what is it now? Do we get more news about the antics of the night slasher? See, there's a Christmas sort of cartoon. That's a gun you don't see very often, to be honest. And it is a custom made thing, so. Toys R Us. In Toys R Us now, you've actually got tons and tons of Stallone figures, various Rambo ones, and there is a big, 1/6 scale Cobra figure, which is great. I wish I could afford to buy some of these things, but I can't. This is horrible, this. The night slasher preys upon anybody, men, women, even, what is it, a sexually abused child. Whoever you are, coming for you. Very horrible 80s sort of image, that. A reflection. It's a very gritty looking film, isn't it? It's not polished, it's not a high sheen looking movie. But that probably adds to it. They're looking for victims. Do you know something really horrible about this, which a connection which I can't avoid making? During the 70s and actually into the very early 80s, in County Armagh, Northern Ireland, you had the loyalist splinter group known as the Shankill Butchers, led by the absolutely horrific bastard Lenny Murphy, who would kidnap, abduct off the streets innocent Catholics, drag them off to an isolated place, torture them for hours, beat them ferociously, and then slit their throats. But they often killed people who they mistakenly thought were Catholics, but they weren't. But even so, some of their barbaric crimes are just beyond belief. And this gang are doing exactly the same sort of thing, because they actually position the bodies as well, which is what the Shankill Butchers did as well, in a good few cases. In the full version, you see a lot more bodies in this morgue. Maybe it's more man killer. Poor old Andy Robinson. He's a much better actor than this, and he's given such ham-fisted lines and such a stupid, blinkered character. Why's he got to spin everything round? If I was the pathologist, I'd be going, "You put that down." Like the way they're all pretty small actors alongside Stallone. It's only when you get like the likes of Brian Thompson, who's meant to be a much bigger, more intimidating sort of guy. Yeah, well, then we lost. Now watch this. Look, this is the middle of a fucking police station. Watch. There's all glass doors, glass walls, glass. People working, sitting at desks, and he just walks in here, puts his ear defenders on, and they've got a fucking gun range right in the middle of the office. Are you people insane? It's unbelievable. So here you go. There's the night slasher and cronies out for another hack and slash-a-thon. I love the way that they put tights, stockings over their heads, which is what bank robbers do, don't they, to try and obscure their features. And of course, whenever you do that, the face looks all mushed up and ugly as fuck. But the thing is, when Brian Thompson takes it off, he's even uglier. Oh, And that's the knife designed for the movie by a guy called Herman Schneider. It's totally made for the film, and it is a very wicked piece of work, I have to say. Bridget Nielsen. I mean, Christ, she's statuesque. How did he make her look the same size as Stallone? I just went on about the people wearing, stockings over their heads, and none of them are. But they do in other scenes. Hello, I'm the youngest man you've ever seen, and I'm quite clearly a killer. Get that license plate. Right, so she's seen not just one person, but several there. And she'll become the target for them. And they've got people working everywhere, including the LA Police Department. So, why did he make such a big thing of going after her? There's tons of them. And here's this fucking Monty again, being a right dill. Shock. Who's checking the license plate? Could it be? It is! She's with the bad guys. She's a double agent. Ingrid Knudsen. Oh yeah, this is almost like Commissioner Gordon meeting Batman. They're gonna arrange, do whatever you have to do. Take this guy down. Now, they keep making references to the zombie squad, which apparently is what Marion Cobreri's part of. But you don't see anyone else of the zombie squad. And what is the point of the zombie squad? Do they do the job that no one else can do? Do they live underground in graves? Do they eat people? Brains. There's a joke I can make about Stallone having to eat brains, but I won't do it. That's a really shit line as well. Yeah. And there's a thing about his diet as well. You see him eating apples and things, and you got too much sugar in your diet. He'll glare at the amount of ketchup that Ingrid Knudsen puts on her French fries later on. And there'll be other little references. But you just saw him eating pizza with a pair of scissors. Oh yeah, it's the pop video. Intercut with them shaking down all the known hoods and usual suspects on the mean streets. You're going to have Ingrid Knudsen posing with a bunch of really stupid looking robots. And, I don't care what anyone says. I know she was a model. I know she can look very attractive. But she does not look attractive at all in this sequence. Old Bridget. It's this montage. And you've got Stallone just walking around with a bloody gun in clear sight wedged down the front of his jeans. You just don't do that. I know cops walk around with a gun holstered, but that's an accepted... What's this? What's he doing? I'm just going to pose in my little gutter. Oh, thank God you showed that police badge, because, I was a bit worried otherwise when you walked in with your gun on plain display. What the fuck is that wig? What is she doing? No. In fact, I'd rather look at him. No way. Does not before me. And that's, David Rash is his name. Rash. Gonna rash off air, probably. He played Sledgehammer in the 80s TV police piss take. Sledgehammer. God, how naff is that? Johnny Shrimp Boat. Have you seen a big guy with a big knife? Yeah, you in that film, Rambo First Blood Part 2. Oh yeah, thanks very much. What the hell is that? Come here, motherfucker. Don't you turn your back on me. Like the way Stallone actually picked on the smaller guy there, and while the other big guy was... Yeah, that is horribly scrawny. I don't care what anyone says. I've been an admirer of the female form for all of my life. And I know what I like, and I don't like that. I've got to be honest. And the thing is, she is used for set dressing. She's hardly a great character. So you got to expect, you know, a bit of flack when you're going to use a woman for purely sexy reasons. And she's not sexy at all. This scene is heavily, heavily cut. Sylvester LeBay's menacing soundtrack. You actually can't get his full score for this movie, which is a bit unfortunate because it's a good score. You can get the soundtrack album, which I think is behind me somewhere. It is. It's behind me. But it's mainly the pop songs that are in it. Look at it. He's making a move on it. What a slime ball. You'd have to be pretty sick to want to sleep with her. I'm sorry, folks. I'm not bringing this down. That's my job. This poor guy's doomed as well. How did she forget that? How did she forget that bag? Look at these guys. And if you think you're going to wipe her out, the only person who's seen you, why are you bothering to put the stockings over your heads now? Oh, I mean, they missed him twice. What an idiot. Hey! Damn yuppies. Bloody elevators never open when you need them, do they? Come on. And he stepped on his glasses as well. He'd be like, oh, wish I hadn't found that bag now. Kill her. So what did he do? They drive straight into him. That's actually quite a good shot, that, to be honest. And quite clearly his body isn't there when it actually makes the impact. But these guys, you know, with a new world, we're hunters. We kill the weak so the strong can survive. You're pretty fucking shit at it though, aren't you? Look at him. That's the prettiest he's ever looked. Oh, God. Ew. Would you want to put a pair of sweaty tights on your head? Christ, I suppose depends who they just come off, but... Kind of reminds me a bit of the opening fight in Highlander. In supposedly the car park beneath Madison Square Garden, which it isn't. It's actually, they filmed it in London. Revelations. Right, so I mean, this is it now. This is you've had the entire synopsis now. There's an army of killers out there who want to take over the world for whatever reason. They love axes and knives, and she's witnessed the leader, so they're after her. So, because they're working the night slasher case, these two guys are going to have to look after her. That intense looking gentleman over there. So he's a lieutenant, is Cobra, and Gonzalez is just a sergeant. And you've got Monty, who's a detective. Now, I'm not entirely sure how the US police rank structure really works, but Monty being a detective can't really order around a lieutenant. I don't think. Although he does try to. Not that Cobra gives two flying fucks anyway, but no, I've got no idea who it is. Don't know why they came for me. Stallone's going, yeah. Benny Santoni, keep your hands off that girl. That's my wife. And this is the woman who's working on the police force, but is also part of the Night Slashers gang. It's Nancy Stork, I think her name is, and she is played by, let's have a look, Lee Garlington. It was just the way he looked at me. What do you mean? And the fact that he had a big knife dripping with blood, and him and his men had just killed a woman and they're propping her body up on a park bench. Maybe that has something to do with it as well. How would you not recognise that face? It's got a chin like an anvil. Look at this. Ugh. Careful now, you almost took your own finger off there, you bloody fool. It's very sweaty, sharpening a knife. He's actually a good actor, you know. I'm really being quite audible, but look at that face. It's a face only a mother could love. A mother who happened to be blind. Careful, you're going to slip off him. Yeah, mucky pup, yeah. I mean, what is the reason? Oh, I was going to say you're going to cut your fingers. He does. He does it on purpose. Why? Why do people do that? To show how hard they are. I've cut myself. Oh, I forgot that was coming up. Oh, that's one of my high points. Stallone's drawn a picture. Look at that. Can we look at anyone? Oh, Jesus Christ. At this time as well, Stallone was having his artwork exhibited. And if you'd seen pictures of his artwork, in fact, it was especially during the making of Rambo 3, when his hair was dead long and super curly, that he kept showing his artwork off. And I'm not knocking it, I can't paint. But then again, nor can he! It literally was like he'd got a bucket of paint and thrown it at the canvas. And then obviously cut some pizza up with scissors and thrown them at the canvas and see what stuck. Oh yeah, he's a master of disguise. How the hell are you going to disguise that face? What? What? Yeah, he knows. He's got his plan, his master plan, which really doesn't make any sense whatsoever. We kill the weak so the strong can survive. Can any of you spot a flaw in that? The weak are the weak. You're strong because they're weak. You don't need to worry about them. It's the other strong ones that you don't like who you've got to worry about. They're your rivals. They're your competitors. Not the weak. The weak mean nothing. Leave them alone. No, I'm giving the bad guy Stallone's voice. I must kill a sexually abused child. Why? What point does that make? And look at this. You've only had one altercation with these guys, and already like they're his bestie mates. I know. You're a good citizen. What the fuck is that? Sailing past. If this was Naked Gun, that roller skater would have gone right over his car door there. Yeah, these guys have a fun life, don't they? They just sit in the car park there every night and just chill out. No, you don't look suspicious at all. With hair dye probably all over your ears, running down your neck. Oh, here's some of Stallone's artwork now. Just another night looking at fingerprints. Look at that. You see that coming up the escalator? Run the other way. And the thing is, you would. He doesn't exactly blend in, does he? And sadly, this entire set piece is massively cut. Oh, God. Look at this guy. The janitor. Now, what's going to happen here? Well, you know what's going to happen here. Ugh! And then the night slasher takes his glasses and puts his boiler suit on, his Michael Myers style boiler suit. The guy was tiny. How is he going to fucking fit into that? Maybe like the Incredible Hulk. Is it a stretch show suit? Next time, take the stairs. Or what is it? Take the service elevator. Or whatever the hell she says. And she comes close to getting eviscerated. Ooh, careful. If you're walking around with those spikes in the small of your back, mate. Next time, take the stairs. I wish you had stabbed there, mate. Bloody job's worth. A little nighttime reading. All the mug shots. In the original version, he was meant to have had a girlfriend who was killed by a psycho. Which is obviously, that's why he's such a ruthless badass now. They don't deal with psychos. They put him away. And she's very pretty. Look at that. That cop's he's had a bit of a lingering look there. Full version, that cop gets killed as well. This version, you just forget about it. It's on the prowl. He's got so many people working on him. Why doesn't he send one of them instead of jeopardising himself? I'll tell you what, I'd be shooting that bloody Pepsi sign, wouldn't you? You wouldn't get any sleep at all. There's Ronnie Reagan. What are you doing there? The pin lights on his eyes. Why the hell? Here we are, this is great. Oof! Again, they're crap. These guys can't use an axe. You get them stuck in everything except the victim. Oh. Oh. Each impact sounds like a shotgun blast. Boof! Oh. Boof! Oh no! But I do like that sequence. I love the way Stallone swings that guy around. Wow, wow. Like, you should have all them Hispanics out there going crazy. You know, thrusting their dicks and holding their ball sacks and going. That's Hispanic for what the fuck's going on? What a shithole, isn't it? Oh, they're not there. Hence why you can drive off so easily. That's a hell of a vehicle, that, isn't it? She's very nice here. I should have made a note of her name. I bet any money now she's probably transgender. She's not a bloke. Well, why did the Night Slasher do this? When the blade's out, it's gonna draw blood. You're a nurse, you shouldn't be afraid of anything. When the violence has been cut, because obviously it shortened the film actually more than they wanted it to be shortened, they'd slow some of these scenes down, so you get these sort of slow-mo moments. This is just like Halloween 2, isn't it, really? He's even got the same friggin' boiler suit on. And a knife. What the hell did he say there? Every time I've seen it, I've never known what he says in that moment. It sounds like he says, breathe air. Thank you, I already was. I don't need the hint. Yeah, why the hell, if they're such highly trained specialists, would Gonzalez take someone else's word for it that Cobra wants him at the office and to leave his point at the hospital? Why? He'd want Stallone himself, Cobra himself, to tell you. Only then would you believe it. She's a murder suspect. Sorry, she's a witness to a murder. Oh, wow. Here's Johnny. That's a good shot, that. We all want to do that, don't we? We want to be the hero, running through a crowded corridor, everyone moving, parting like the Red Sea, looking like you're on a mad mission. These guys are super strong and they can't get through a fucking door, can they? You know. So, you know, the cop's been killed, but you don't see his body. And in fact, they wear lines, because Cobra does make reference, although you're not going to hear it because you have to take the lines out. There were 3 cops there. 2 were taken off, and the other one was killed. You don't look at all suspicious, do you? Feelings could be starting. Now, folks, didn't he come up that escalator just before? And now it's going down? I know. Can you prove it? I got attacked by about 5 men outside my own bloody apartment. How are they arguing about this apparent army that's out there? Please. I think it's kind of surprising in a way that Stallone does not take his top off in this. He's got a big face as well, hasn't he? Is he the Night Slasher's dad? Oh, what's in the background there? Is that a transvestite? A transvestite Indian? Such a very strange police station, that. Oh, he's eating apples. An apple a day keeps the snake doctor away. Huh? Cobra? And we all go, no! It's the bitch. There's no way that's a real landscape out there, cityscape out there. That's a fucking painted backdrop, that. Look at Cobra with his gun on show, looking all around the escalator like he's really like watching for bad guys when half the police department was stood at the bottom of the escalator. Yeah. This is the big car chase, folks. Woo! It's good. In fact, it's great. It's a fabulous car chase. And it's one of Stallone's. They did about 4 replicas of Stallone's car. Ripped the guts out of the inside of it, obviously, but made the outside look identical. and because they could get trashed for obvious reasons. Oh mate, don't climb into the driver's seat with that gun stuck down the front of your jeans. Insanity. And also trying to get a long coat into a car and shutting the car door. There's the night slasher's sniper, and he's just as inept, with a fucking rifle as they are with their axes. And also, what the fuck is the point of this? Right, watch, folks. Well, obviously you are. So these guys are going to take out the trailing vehicle, the protection vehicle, which is Gonzalez and one of their own people. So that could have killed, the night slasher's girlfriend. All right, so they're going to go after Stallone, Cobra. You've got the night slasher here and his sniper, and the night slasher's now armed with a side-to-side sawn-off shotgun. Oh, I'll just take the headlights out. Why didn't you fucking drive up to them and put the gun in the bloody window and blow them both away? Now he's chasing you. Is that what your plan was? What kind of assassination attempt was that? Well, at least we got a car chase out of it. Don't worry, folks. That dog gets out the way. Look, dog survived. Ugh. So let's just run this scenario by you. They arrange a hit. They take out what could have been the bad guy's girlfriend very badly. She survives, obviously, but they didn't know that at the time. And then they drive up, but just shoot out the headlights of his car. What? And then have him chasing them like a fucking maniac. In fact, the driver will go, "He's crazy! He's crazy!" That fucking guy wouldn't hit anything. But I do love this though, when he spins the car. Ah! Oh, Gitomatic. It's a Finnish submachine gun, 9mm. Gitomatic. It's quite an impressive weapon. You don't see it in many movies. In fact, I don't think you see it in any other movies beyond this, to be perfectly honest. It's crazy. He's crazy. What do you expect? What did they expect him to do? They know he's kicked the ass of a few of their guys. He's protecting the girl. What do you think he's going to do? Look at that, he's fucking shitting himself. I do like it though. I think he's completely unnerved by this. Oh. That is really good, that. The succession of impacts. Look, there's Santa. Folks, it's Christmas time, remember? Ho, ho, ho. I don't get this. How come they both went in? They're both following each other, but they both arrive on different floors of this car park. Doesn't matter, because you get this great shot coming up now. He comes out, and above him, oh, it's the sound of the railings. Go. And of course, this is where he reveals he has his souped up vehicle with nitrous oxide, which to you and me, folks, is laughing gas. Yeah. But if pumped into engines, what does it do? It allows the oxygen into the chemical process and makes your car go faster. I don't know. Makes your car laugh. Ducks. It's a lovely looking house, that. I like that. It's probably a restaurant or something. Now, someone tell me, is this not where they filmed Johnny Depp and Heather Langenkamp discussing about tactics, how to stay awake and what dreams really mean in A Nightmare on Elm Street? Over one of them bridges. Because it don't half look like it. That's a good shot as well. How did he get from there to the dockyard? I love the way, like, Cobra's job is to actually protect that girl. Get down! It's quite an unusual crash, that, isn't it? The way they've done that. It's effective. Brian Thompson as the Night Snatcher. He's like, fucking hell. he was like, he's crap. You see, that's why they kill the weak, because the weak don't fight back. That's the only thing he can kill. Have you got a police radio? Have you got any way of calling help? Because they could come back at any moment. Oh, that's pure MTV 80s style, isn't it? God, he is this bunch of dickheads again. Top brass always arguing. We're up against an army of killers. How do you know that? What proof have you got? What? You just fucking had a chase. There was 2 vehicles. It isn't one man. It's fucking ludicrous. It's fucking ludicrous. I'm going to say it again. It's ludicrous. And they've now been seen all over the streets. They're everywhere. Why are they concerned about air? You see the insanity of Andy Robinson as he portrayed Scorpio, the psychotic sniper and abductor in Dirty Harry. But the thing is, mate, I still love it. You still want to be Cobra. You still want to be that tough guy. Where's the rest of your team? The zombie squad? I think they've been spinning you some bullshit there, Cobra. There is no other team. It's just you. See, let him go. Let him drive out the fucking state. He'll drive them all with him. So now you agree there's an army of them out there. You couldn't fucking agree on that before, could you? Has she got Gonzalez's hat there? She has, hasn't she? That was Gonzalez's hat. Oh no, he's got his own hat, sorry. Great. Got off to a good start. They're following you already. Haven't they got whiplash after getting the front of their vehicle taken out so savagely? No, they won't get you. What? Good food. Oh, here's the sniper. Look at the homoerotic moment here. Ugh. Oh. By the way, if you slam home the bolts and the working parts of weapons and they make that noise, you've broke them. Keep your eyes on the road! Fucking hell. Where were you? When I'm quoting someone in a Stallone film, I give everybody a Stallone voice. I start curling my lip. Oh, here's the moral. Thing is, I totally agree. Villains, scumbags, rapists, kill them all. Let God sort them out. Fucking hell, clumsy bastard. He is one of the world's most useless, inept, worthless, pointless characters. He does nothing. This is fucking Stallone dicking about on this woman's bloody stall. Doesn't buy anything. Just takes the piss out of all half her stuff. Jesus. There's no curves on her at all. She's just a lanky beanpole. So what are you the expert on exactly? He looks like a fugitive from the 50s. No, he doesn't. The bottom line. See, she asks, what's a zombie squad? He has an opportunity there to say exactly what the zombie squad really is. And he just goes to bottom line. Ugh. And I've said to you folks, the reason why he's called Marion is because, well, in my theory, God, he'd be there for hours, mesmerised. I'd hate him. Yeah, really, okay. John Wayne, whose real name was Marion, was offered the part of Dirty Harry and turned it down, and Clint took it. And because, you know, he's kind of modelling his character on the right-wing, anti-authoritarian, maverick, renegade, hardline cop like Dirty Harry. So he calls him Marion. But other than that, it doesn't make any sense, does it? I mean, I don't know. I'm sure in Paula Gosling's original novel, he's not called Marion. Or even Cobra, for that matter. Ooh. Sorry, another drinky poo. Oh, sorry, no sale. And she's like, okay, you manhandled all my goods. You cheapskate bastard. Your 50s throwback. Oh, we are. It's cult workout. Right, just clack your axes together for the next half hour. Why are they there when they should be all amassing to take these guys out? That's the plan. The Crossroads. Air-conditioned cabins, televisions, low rates. Sadly, not bulletproof. Now, to be honest, I don't think you can ever have too much ketchup. I really don't. But again, it doesn't make any sense. It's just a pointless, stupid moment. Look at the way she just... They've just said, you know, just keep squirting. Just keep squirting it. Put it down, Sly. Just put it down. And will you hide that fucking gun? I do love that sort of distressed sort of look on his face. Can't explain why you have so much of it though. Like, well, these two are obviously going to get it on. Do you think like Sergeant Gonzalez is thinking, I'm going to get it on with this Nancy Stork. I'll show this Stork on my own. Dear God. Yeah, exactly. Throwing weights around all the time. Cutting your pizza up with scissors. Chewing matchsticks. Picking fights with the local chicanos. Chicanos. I do love that look. But again, it's utterly pointless. What? Oh, that fishbowl again. Yeah, they're gonna ride out on motorbikes with stockings on their heads. You know, you're not drawing it. You're sending an army out, armed to the teeth, with axes and weapons strapped to them, driving down roads where people also drive and probably live beside, and no one's going to spot that. And you're doing all that to take out one woman who you think might be able to identify you. I wish they'd had a lineup, you know, when they used that dizzy ass picture that Stallone drew of the night slasher. Just do soon, you know. I wish they'd nativity. There's a lot more Christmassy things in this than I remember, to be honest. They should have had a lineup of people that look like that. Oh, these ugly, lantern-jawed poor bastards. And there should have been one woman amongst it, really ugly as well. Like, Bridget, step back from the lineup. You're the one who's meant to be picking the person out. Yeah, for what it's worth, I think you're doing a great job. Straight away, you'd be like, look at the lighting. This is great as well. Standard issue, got a load of grenades here. Yeah, of course you have. At least he has got lots of magazines for the Gitomatic. I like the fact that you do see that he's got a load of magazines there, so lots of ammunition. He's like, would you keep it down? I'm trying to get some shut-eye here. They love this, don't they? The hardware. Putting it all together. Fire. No shit. He puts the... it's a custom laser sight as well, which he puts on it. Go on. Blink. Can't you sleep? Not with you making all that racket over there. Can't you sleep? Like this, click, clack, ka-chunk, ka-chink, clank, crunk. I'm just playing with my guns. Oh God. Like the way he thinks about it. Yeah. But I said in the big review, they can't exactly bump uglies here because he's got to stay on watch and he can't get undressed because he's got to keep his gear on. He don't want to be caught with your pants down when the bad guys turn up. You know, doesn't do. Why did she ask that? What are you going to do when this is all over and done with? When it's over? It's just a fucking job to him. He just goes and carries on. Doing zombie squad stuff. Being the Cobra. So I know now why they call you Marion, but why do they call you Cobra? I'll show you. Okay, this is as far as you can go. I gotta be honest, I can't take Stallone seriously in any sex scene. I really can't. And once you've seen The Specialist, where he gets it on with Sharon Stone, whew, oh God, that's a freak show. It's like something like an outtake from The Thing. It's like they know. I suppose that's all right. That I don't mind that. It's fate. They know it's gonna happen. Fire. Does anyone else find that amusing? It's actually got the fucking word fire on it. Dun dun. Red sky in the morning. Shepherd's warning. We're gonna put San Remas on the map. Morning. Top of the morning to you. Did you two get it on last night? Bit of close protection? before I have my first apple of the day. look at this now. Look, they're looking directly at their targets, and she starts pointing out. Look, there they are. There. What you mean? There. Him with the hat on. Him with the shades on. Yeah, got you. Get down over there. Don't you tell me what to do. Now, again, in the full version, these renegades actually kill a lot of innocent people, and especially in the police station as well. I presume they kill them coppers in there. Here we go. Pew! Oh. Oh, that's a good opening salvo. He's just tick up 5. Well done, Sly. Oh, you'll see a lot of people grabbing the handlebars and going over the front of the bike. It becomes quite monotonous, really. Get the Gitomatic out. Come on now. They're all places in China, by the way. These assholes. They really are the most inept army of assassins, aren't they? But then again, it's a good job they're not very successful, because you'd have no fucking film, would you? I wonder if he's got a stocking on over his face underneath, the motorcycle helmet. You couldn't be able to see a thing, would you? You'd have your lips all over your eyes. I'm wearing 15 denier. Ah, fuck him. Look at these guys running all over the place. Why didn't you run at them? Yeah. Cut again here. Boom. He's fucking useless. You ever gonna hit anything with that? Finally you see the Night Slasher. But this is great though. The roads are wet. I was going to say that they wet it down because, well, for obvious reasons, to make the bike skid a lot easier. But also, you did see it raining as they were coming up in the night time, so that does explain it a little bit. Now this stunt's really good here. Yeah. Okay, dummy under there. But look at this. It's a real guy. Whoa! That amazes me each time, that. They were actually already falling off the bikes before he even fired then. Over the handlebars. Hey! Now, you see, that shows that these guys already knew they were going to fail at the first by trying to assassinate them at the motel. By putting that flaming roadblock out there. They already knew. Hey! Now, in reality, the magazines would cut into small of your back. They'd be in your hip and everything. You wouldn't be able to fucking walk after that roll. It's exciting though, isn't it, folks? Come on! That's why he doesn't stop and actually have an orange as well. It's good for you. Vitamin C. Sorry folks, I think this is the one that's cut. Yeah, you just barely see anything. Go to foundry! There's always a foundry. There's always some kind of factory industrial thing. Oh. Again, handlebars. This bitch. Oh, can you hit him? No! I'll just shoot the orange instead. Damn it. What a useless prick. Did you know that crime is a disease? Well, you've met the cure. What? Lady, what do you want? Go round the back. Go round the back. Right, so hang on. One bullet took him out, another shot turned on every machine in the place. Suddenly you've got molten metal, you've got the foundry all kicking off, you've got all the big spiky things, the big hooks going around, chains, engines. One bullet in the machinery did all that, turned everything on. Wouldn't want to fight in there though, would you? Oh God. It's like a fight in a public toilet. Oh, you don't want to get... There's nothing but hard surfaces. Ooh, it's not good. Not good, folks. These fucking bozos. I don't run through a shower of sparks either. Who trained these people? I wish there was a bit more of the stealth attacks here. You do get a bit like, and you do get a hell of a final fight as well. So you know, what a blonde moppet! Look at these dickheads. They've got S&M fucking leather gear on. Oh God, his chin is like one of them snowplow things, isn't it? I'm sure that would have been nasty as well. Really, really, you're the most unintimidating of vixens. And the thing is, as he was walking up there, he could quite clearly see that it was just the gun on that drum. So you'd be like, it's a trap. Go on, grab his feet. Oh, it's her. Grab her feet. And she face plants. Oh. She'd look as ugly as her fella then, wouldn't she? Italian combat trousers they are. Looks a bit Italian as well, doesn't he? Now, I know the film's cut massively, but even in the UK, this bit was always slightly cut. It cut out Stallone's line here. You have the right to remain silent. They just cut that line out. Oh. You need to lighten up. Oh, the smell of fucking pork in that place. Why did he just fucking shoot it? Why did he have to say a stupid lie? Die, bitch. And he should go, got ya. Get out of there. You didn't miss anybody else. You missed the main guy, don't you? I know. See, it's funny how that shot there was actually in the earlier montages of them doing their workout and him doing his posy stuff down in the air. The rust-filled, urine-filled gutters that he lives in. Foreshadowing. Great big hook. I wonder what we could do with that. I mean, oh, that knife is amazing, but I mean, that's symmetrical because he did that to the guy in the supermarket at the start as well. I want your eyes, pig. I want them. Why? Not today. Why? Your history. He should now be going, shit. Oh, why? Murder is against the law. He's just killed all of your people. Why is he going to just arrest you? Oh, dear God. But it's a good line here, though. Don't say I'm insane. Pig. But I'm not. This is where the law stops. And I start. You go through all that, and then this silly cow leaps on your back. Like so. It's only the bank guy that's got the chain. Stallone's got the chain. You've also got your gun wedged down the front of your jeans, mate. You could have just used that. Oh. It's Terminator 2. Also shades of Hard Target as well. Hot item. There's actually, it's not a bad fight, this. I don't know if the fight's actually cut down. It possibly is, slightly. But there's some good throws and takedowns. Come on! Do your over-the-top move. Come on. See, just like Rocky, he doesn't do any defense for his head at all. Go on, Rock! The body! Bush. Oof. Going up. Oh! Oh, actually, this is cut. You only ever see him from one angle, really, when he's spinning round. You don't see there's a close-up of the wound in his back. Stallone's face, he looks actually genuinely shocked. I was the future. Now I'm just flambe. He's been kebabbed. Yeah, you can see that's cut down there, isn't it? Let's get out of here. My job is done. I mean, there's a lot more of these bad guys out there, to be honest. The ones who took over the town. Yeah, you okay? Where were you when I needed you? This bunch of dickheads. Oh, fucking hell. Here we get the gummy bears line. What the hell? You gonna be alright? How the fucking hell do I know? I got shot. Yeah. What? Why? Oh God, Rennie Sansoni, you're better than this. Them gummy bears. Fuck off. The posturing, the posing, the strutting about. I love it. You're going to get a transfer from the zombie squad. Who else is on the fucking zombie squad? Is he the only one that actually does any work on the zombie squad? It's a dead job. What can we do for you? Anything you want. I wouldn't mind getting my car replaced. That's not in the budget, sorry. I'll take care of your toy for you. No, I'll take that if you don't mind. It's my gun. Monty. He's such a dick, isn't he? A more subtle solution. What are you going to do when there's an army coming after you? Oh, you don't believe it's an army, do you? Have you found all them bodies of that army that doesn't exist? Here you are. Yeah. Done a good job there. And now you're going to get yourself the sack. What? Still, you kind of go, yeah, do it. Andy Robertson thinking, God, I had such a career. Although he would go into Hellraiser just after making this for Clive Barker. Catchy name, isn't it? Are you just stealing someone else's bike as well? There you are. This is a good song, this. I like this song. This sort of rock anthem. And they do look good in that sequence. Stallone loves his bikes. It sounds like a Bruce Springsteen song, and the voice of the guy sounds like Phil Lynott from Thin Lizzy. And there they are. I mean, is that technically riding off into the sunset? Since they're riding towards us? I don't know. But the way he's kept neatly in between all the titles there. That's good. That's good motorcycling, that. Well done, Sly. Folks, that was Cobra. It's a really quick movie, isn't it? I said before it was like short of 18, well, about 89 minutes. It's not, it's shorter than that. It's about 85 minutes. But it goes by in a blink of an eye, and it's a blast. It's a stupid, dizzy, one-man army, action, 80s, heroic, testosterone-filled pile of cack. But we love that kind of thing, don't we? And although I've done nothing but remorselessly take the piss out of that movie, I'm a big fan of it. I really enjoy it. I have a great time watching it. I enjoyed watching it again with you guys. I hope you guys had fun with it as well. And I'll watch it again. And I think it's such... I don't know. It's such... stupid. It's so stupid. They've got the worst bad guys ever. One day, somebody will have to put out the full version of this movie, and it will have it's another day in court, and it'll be reappraised. There'll be more pacing. There'll be more violence to it. You'll actually understand the threat of the bad guys a lot more. And it won't have as... At the moment as it stands now, it's just a film with a few set pieces and some, 80s pop video montages. Which, of course, that was all Rocky IV was as well. And how much do we love Rocky IV? Yeah, I know. But this would have become a much more hard-hitting movie with a lot more character stuff as well for the other people who were literally much taken out of the equation, because when they cut the film down, Stallone just said, well, don't lose anything that I'm in. just eliminate other characters and their scenes. There's also a lot of talk about the fact that he was dead standoffish on set, that he wouldn't allow. I don't know how true this is, but I can believe there's a degree of truth to this, that he wouldn't allow any other cast members to come and talk to him, and he was always showing off for his own stunt team and his own body doubles, well, stunt doubles, and for Bridget Nielsen, just prancing around. Yeah, I own this set, you see all this. This is all for me, and a little bit for you, just a little bit, And I suppose if you've had a run of successes like the Rocky and Rambo movies, and now you're doing, and now I'm a copper. Got to remember, he'd done Nighthawks. He's been a cop before. Nighthawks is a brilliant film, also heavily cut. Weird that. Every time he plays a cop, it gets cut to bits. But Nighthawks is well worth looking at. And I do believe there is talk of, there was talk of the full version of Nighthawks coming out. Now, I hope I'm not just making that up. I'm sure I read that, heard that, saw that somewhere, but it hasn't happened as yet. But this, yeah. And if you can find a lot of the uncut scenes from this, a lot of the deleted scenes, but you're not getting the full movie. And even those, if you find them on YouTube, which they are available, it's not all of them. There's a lot more that was cut out of it. So anyway, folks, cheers you all. What have I got this time? Super Bok. Cobra. Well, here's to hoping that this doesn't get blocked. But who knows? It's probably going to be. But we'll get it back. But yeah, George Cosmatos. I don't think he had much of a hand in directing that, I'll be honest. Now, incidentally, on this US Blu-ray, there is a commentary track by George Cosmatos. And I will have, when I first got that years ago, I will have listened to it. But it's kind of telling that I don't remember anything that he said. No anecdotes, nothing. Absolute zip, zilch, nada. I remember nothing from it. So there can't be any major revelations there, I don't think. But when you watch that film, I just see Stallone in control of everything there. It's his movie, his car, his style, his look. He could have had a hand in the music. You've got his wife in there as well, and Bridget Nielsen is shockingly bad. I've never thought she was a good actress anyway. I have a grudging sort of guilty pleasure with Red Sonja, but her Red Sonja is not Red Sonja, and but I don't mind it, and I do find her more attractive in Rocky IV, as it happens, as Ivan Drago's wife, with the sort of the hair, the much shorter hairdo. I do find her more attractive there, but in this, I think she just looks like, oh God, like something you get out of a Christmas cracker. There you are. And that tied in with the whole, it's Christmas time, folks. I must admit, I did see more Christmassy elements in there, but they don't add up to much, do they? It's just like, they're just there. But maybe that's the point, okay. But if that's the point, why set it at Christmas? What difference does it make? It's just a little visual aside. I wonder if in the full version, you do get references to it. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Anyway, that was Cobra, the watch-along party. Cheers again. The dog got off. The dog couldn't be bothered. Seen it all before, Dad. Not interested. Oh, not this bloody Cobra again. Anyway, we're going to call it a day. So please, in the meantime, in this ever Cobra hissing snake in between time, please keep it Celtic, And I am going to see you all later. Hot item.